Okay, he's in a meeting and there's yard work happening. We're gonna deal with it, apparently. I have to get ready and I wanna do like a wearable everyday smoky eye that like you can wear during the day and maybe build upon in the evening. So I'm gonna do the usual steps, color correction, and like my base is basically gonna be what it always is, you know? This is Sicily. I've got a lot of comments from you guys saying that you picked it up despite its price and that you absolutely love it. So I don't know. I still don't know if I feel like very strongly about it, but I have gotten so used to it that if I used something else, maybe I would really notice a difference. I ordered some drugstore color correctors for under your eye to hopefully find like, you know, not necessarily a dupe, but something at least close. And my go-to has just been the Tarte Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer, just because I feel like my skin's been looking really clear, and pretty much every time I sit down to film, I just like can't justify anything else. Plus it has SPF as well, so just kind of doubling up, you know? And it's hydrating. My skin's been pretty dry. So I usually just kind of like use a squirt and then work it into my whole face just to even out the tone, you know, make sure everything is even. I do wish I could zoom with the front camera on my phone. I can't, which is really annoying. You used to be able to, didn't you? I'm gonna put my eye primer on first. So this is the NARS eye primer. The light color. Foundation, concealer, L'Oreal Infallible. I've been pretty much using the same products over and over again. This is in the shade Ivory. This does have kind of like a baby wipes smell to it. It might be a little bit too light, to be honest. Somebody pointed out that was it chiffon? Chiffon? I was using chiffon before. I don't know how I ended up with Ivory. Was chiffon too dark? I can't remember. Okay, contouring, Fenty Amber. Okay, so for my goal for this look is there's all these like effortlessly cool girls like Danielle Marquin and like Sophie Floyd, I think is her last name. And they're just like effortlessly cool and I want to be one. So I'm gonna really try. How is my skin peeling? I don't understand. How does this keep happening to me? I'm applying Milani, I don't know what this is. I Cherish You Cheek Kiss blush with my Refer 04 brush. Love a cream blush. What? That's way too much. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Paper towel. Bronzer, NARS, San Juan. The only thing I don't like about filming like this is that my, like everything is HD basically, you know what I mean? So like my background, like there's no blur. I really like that like cinematic blur that happens when I use my camera, but I don't know. Okay, so for my eyes, like I said, I wanna do like a, I don't know, like an everyday kind of smoky eye thing. I'm not gonna set anything yet because I don't know, just in case I fuck up. So I want to do, I just feel like black for me personally, I'm not able to wear it like daytime, you know, like black smudged liner, just, I don't know. I feel like I have to ease into it a little bit. So I'm gonna use brown, which I've been doing a lot recently. I have two brown liners that I'm gonna kind of like potentially go between. I have the Revlon Color Stay liner in brown, I believe. Yeah, 203 brown. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use that one because I also have the one that I really liked, which was from e.l.f. and it was Jen Atkins collab. Oof, that is a good one. It's a little darker though, but that's like a really nice kohl liner. I don't know if this is like something that you can still get. I think I wanna say that it was limited edition, but I don't remember. So I don't know, Revlon brown is just like a safer bet, I think. So I'm gonna start off with this in my waterline. And I'm gonna drag it like a little bit underneath my waterline. I don't know why I'm starting with the lower lash line, but I am. Maybe I should just blend that first. I always make this mistake. I try to like do a bunch of things at once. I'm gonna use the BH Cosmetics Say It Brush Collection Smudge Brush. And just start going in and blending that. So starting like basically at the lash line, and then I'm gonna slowly just kind of like, I don't know, blend it down. This is one of my favorite eyeliners. I actually did a winged look with this, like literally just a wing. And it was just so good. Yeah, see, I feel like that's so much more flattering for like my skin tone, my eye color, my hair color. Yeah, I guess the safe bet is to just like apply when it comes to like cream eyeshadows, eyeshadow sticks, eyeliners, especially if they're supposed to be long wearing, like place them down and blend them out immediately. And then, you know, go on to the next part of your makeup, because if you try to like put them down, you know, put this down and then go over to the next eye and then blend, a lot of the time they start to set pretty quickly. I'm gonna do the same thing on the top lash line, I guess. So I'm just going to basically just line my whole eye. And you don't have to smudge back and forth, especially if you're trying to keep it like in a specific area. You can kind of like pat it, go in and just kind of like pat and drag in the direction that you want to blend. And then once you have like, I don't know, it in the area that you want, you can like just smudge. So now I'm just kind of like slowly bringing that up my eyelid, kind of just like diffusing it onto the eyelid, like whatever's left over. I'm gonna build that up a little bit. So once again, just kind of like lining my eye. This is such a nice color. It's like the nicest brown. It's like neutral, but it has enough warmth in it. It's really great for green eyes. It would be beautiful for blue eyes as well though. Honestly, any brown is great for blue eyes. Unless it's like really, really, I mean, depends on your skin tone, I guess, but I was gonna say unless it's like very, very gray. But like a neutral to warm brown just makes, I think it just makes the blue tones in blue and green eyes pop. I'm going to use a little bit of the REM Beauty. Dude, with my contacts, I'm literally like, this is a liquid eyeshadow in Heart. I did like this a lot. I'm gonna use this to add like a little something up here. And once again, I'm gonna place it down and then just like immediately start blending it out. And I've been very into cream eyeshadows recently because they just kind of like melt into your skin. And I'm just gonna use this to kind of like define my crease and then blend it up and out. This whole thing is just gonna be like very haphazard. So I really like that. It blends out so nicely and it just creates like a very pretty sheer wash. But what's nice about like a cream versus a powder is a powder almost always like you end up seeing like a little bit of that powdery finish, you know? But a cream just kind of like melts into your skin. Like you don't really detect it. You just kind of see like a shade change. I also like these colors, like the combination of these colors, because they kind of just look like an extension of my dark circles. So I think that's why they look like so natural, you know? All right, and then for like the very outer part of my upper lash line, I am gonna go in with that e.l.f. Jen Atkin liner. Like just kind of like right here, just because it's like a little bit darker. I just want to accentuate a little bit of a lift. I'm using that smudge brush again. So I'm really just kind of like building up a smoke in that area, you know? Can you see the difference? Just kind of like a little bit more smoke right there. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of setting powder. I'm gonna use like the tiniest amount of LC underneath my eyes, just so I don't get creasing throughout the day. Like I'm not trying to add too much coverage, but this is my favorite under eye brightening powder, so I'm gonna tap it off a lot. I'm just gonna go in with like it might look like a lot just because this is a dirty brush. I'm pretty sure I'm like blended, but let's just make sure. So just right underneath the eye, a little bit down the nose, right there. For highlight, I'm gonna use my REM highlighter once again because I liked it. This is in the shade Miss Mercury. It's nice. Plus I wanna see like how this looks outside. And I always, like, once I finished my eyes, I always finish off the rest of my face so that if I'm applying any powders or, you know, obviously highlighter, whatever it is, it's not getting in my mascara once I go in with it. I'm gonna use a little bit of that in my inner corner, just here. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of that on my brow bone. But I think I'm gonna like, yeah, just kind of pat it in with my fingers. I don't want that much shimmer. For my brows, I'm gonna use two products. I'm going to use, where did it go? I'm gonna start off, get it out, with the Hourglass Soft Brunette Arch Brow Gel. And I started doing this a little differently. So what I do is kind of like rough them up. So I go like against the way that they grow first, kind of like down and inward. Then just down, and then I start brushing them up. So I'll do this first, just with the brow gel to create like kind of like a soft fill and set them. But obviously it's like much softer than like using my soap. And then once that's set, I'll go in and just fill in any sparse areas with a brow pen if I feel like it. So to fill in the sparse areas, I use Ash Brown Brow Tint Pen by NYX. And it's literally just like tiny little areas like here. Just whatever is like very sparse, you know? Yeah, just to like fill it out, structure it a little bit more. All right, so I'm gonna curl my lashes with Rephr, and then I'm probably gonna use my Wayne Goss mascara. Can I be real with you? New favorite everyday look. We haven't even finished it yet. I'm gonna use the REM Beauty Lengthening Mascara for my lower lashes because I actually fell in love with this, and I need to go over here. I'm gonna start off with Smashbox Fair Neutral Rose. I've really been liking this lip liner. Then I'm gonna go in with NYX Nude Truffle. Can you hear him playing Call of Duty? And then I'm gonna go in with Here For It, also Smashbox, which is just this like pale peachy color. I like this. I like it a lot. I think it's dope. There's definitely mascara all over my lids though. I think that's the nice thing about this is that it's like kind of messy, kind of grunge. It's like meant to sort of like look unfinished and undone, you know? And the fact that we used cream just means that it's gonna be really easy to build upon later on. It's already kind of giving you that base to put like a new shadow on top. So if you're transitioning tonight, and like I'm very comfortable in this, it's like a nice like wearable smoky eye where it doesn't look like I'm wearing way too much makeup because I'm not wearing like full coverage foundation and like I obviously contoured, I highlighted. I have like a pretty structured lip, and like the eye looks really done and like kind of mysterious, you know, and smoky, but it's like very wearable. So I really like this a lot. It's the first time that I really tried to do this kind of thing, but I feel like I actually pulled it off. I also really like the new like soft brow, especially for daytime. So let me know what your thoughts are. All the products will be linked down below, and keep me updated on this kind of video style. And also if the audio is okay, because like I said, I'm using my phone. So literally just the front camera of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. So just saying. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye.